Hello everyone, welcome back to Lasercat. Oh shoot, I'll just leave black. Uh, Welcome back to Lasercat Lefty. My channel is probably actually popping off about now. I've heard people spreading the word, and thank you for doing so. But I've got some issues I want to talk about. Two in particular, well, both have to do with the same people, leftists. Or, well, mainstream leftists. We want X, but we're not willing to work for X, so just give us X. No, that's not how it fucking works. It's never worked like that. So get over your fucking self and work for what you want. Your ancestors did that. Don't bitch and moan about a broken system. Fix it. This system is fixable. It has been proven hundreds of times. Slavery ended, and it still continued. Our country still exists as it was before slavery ended. The only difference is, guess what? You're not allowed to own slaves anymore. A better improvement. I agree with women's rights, right? Like, most people would think I disagree completely with leftists because I talk about them all the time as this evil thing. No, no, no. They're not all evil. They're just misguided. Stupid, you would say. But you have to balance it. See, they see evil as good and good as evil. They have it backwards in their heads, some of them at least. Not all of them. My sister, the smartest woman I know, besides my mom, of course. My sister built herself out of fucking nothing. She came from not having, well, a mom. My mom wasn't the greatest to her because my mom had her when she was young. And unfortunately, she couldn't raise her. Now, she made up for this later, and now she's making up for it. She's with my sister right now, as the time of recording this, of course. Uh, and here's the thing: I don't think all leftists are evil. I just think the ones who want to destroy the nuclear family are. I'm sorry. When your goals are to destroy anything, you are a shitty person. You don't destroy, you build. You have to build. If you don't build, all you're doing and all that you have been doing and your entire fucking life's a waste. Build. God damn it. Build something that'll last. Or fix something that has already lasted before you. Make it better. Not any of that socialism crap. We don't need more socialism, we need less of it. And we need equal opportunity, like actual equal opportunities. I came from fucking nothing. And hey, if I get rich someday, that's great. We have the most upward mobility in any fucking country. Our middle class is shrinking and the poor people are growing in amounts. The rich people were growing in the first part of it. But hey, I'm not going to tell you what we need. I'm going to tell you, here are our fucking solution options of current. We need a better fucking president than Trump. We need a better president than Biden would be. Biden sucks ass. He's better than Trump, yeah. That's because Trump has delivered on half his promises. He's built plans for his shit to continue. We do need a border wall. I agree with that. I disagree with his methods to get it, though. You have to make Congress your bitch if you want to do anything, honestly. And I do think we need to gather all the smartest people up in this country and fucking find a solution. I'm tired of it, you know? All these bitches arguing about dumb shit. And I watch a lot of, Tumblr posts and shit, and that's why this topic popped into my head, but we need to fix these problems. We don't just need to be bitching about them and bitching about them. Fix them. Find solutions. Stop looking at the problems and going, well, that's a problem, well, that's a problem, well, that's... Fucking fix it then. You think the cops are racist? Well, find a solution. Giving the police more training, that's a solution. That's an actual active solution. Arresting less black people, that's not a solution. Disproportionate amounts of crime in the black communities. It's shitty, yes, and I realize that. But we need to fix these problems, not just bitch about them. Find solutions. One solution that I've thought of and this might not work at all, is literally just getting anybody to figure this shit out. An economist needs to fix the economy. Not some motherfucker looking out for themselves. Not some rich dude just trying to fucking make another buck. An actual economist. For all the social issues going on, we don't need socialists. Although that sounds about right, names. We need to find the perfect balance of people. See, we have problems in this country, like the police. I agree with the police being too violent, because violence is their only tool. And there are good police officers out there. They're not all bad. And if some fucking bitch just uses that as my only saying, well, then that's alright with me. I don't care about myself. I care about other people more than I care about myself. It's actually kind of a problem, but otherwise I wouldn't be espousing to you people. What we need to do is find solutions, not create more problems. Fix systems instead of making them worse. One of my ideas is give them more time and also fund things like mental hospitals and rehab clinics, not via the government. No, the government doesn't do shit except for tax, and that's all it should do. Tax and fix shit. The government shouldn't be your daddy. It shouldn't be handing you money. No, that should not be the government's job. When that's the government's job, sorry if I'm speaking a little bit fast here, when that's the government's job, it fucks you hard. And it's not going to stop. It's not going to be like, oh, well, you're tired of being fucked, right? I'm just going to... No, it's going to go deeper. It's going to fuck up more. It's going to become more corrupt. Why? Well, that's simple. Because corruption is human nature. We corrupt any system we build. You can't take humanity out of it, of course, because if you do that, you just fuck everything else. You need to have humanity's interests in mind while building a system. And its evils, too. See, we almost have a perfect system right now. We need to fix some things, yes, I agree with that. I've always agreed with that, on some level, even if it wasn't, on a mental one. There are problems. The police being violent is one of them, and it doesn't just happen to black people. Yes, it happens disproportional in black communities, which is kind of weird because they make up like a really small percentage of our population, so maybe the cops are racist. Maybe I've just convinced myself of that. But because one or two cops are shitty, we should not be condemning them all. We should be fixing the system that caused them to be shitty. We should remove power-tripping officers from power, not give them more. When you give the government any amount of power, you have to balance that out. The Founding Fathers knew this, and to some extent, I know this, and to some extent, the leftists know this. To some extent, any fucking politician knows that. But no politician would admit it, because they just want that power. They want to crush people under themselves. You're worse than me, ha ha. Fuck you. I'm tired of these pieces of crap. I want to help people. I want to make things better in the world. And hey, if you're listening to this and you're like, he's got some good ideas, but I don't know how to do that, pass it on to somebody else. Or, write. Because, as weird as it sounds, media is the number one way to hit people. Right now, I'm writing a book. My character is me, yes, but he's an ideological version of me. I don't make leftists evil, obviously. I don't make anybody evil, because no human is truly evil. There are people who do evil things, yes, but they do them for reasons. Even if I'm not able to understand them, they have done them for reasons. I'm going to take a drink of water here. I'm not going to edit any of this out. This is just an unabridged rant. So, what I'm trying to say to all of you, and sorry for that really loud noise, is that we need to fix these problems, yes, but we need to focus on keeping everyone as grounded as possible, because the instant you give certain people certain things, they're going to take it and just fucking run. Hitler in World War II, they said, okay, you can have Poland. Then now I want that, and that, and that, and that, and now he wants France. Because they just gave and gave and gave. You cannot trust humans to be good. We are naturally evil. If I have learned anything from my 20 years on this planet, it is that. Human nature is not good, it's not kind. Anybody who paints it as so is stupid. That's why I write about beasts, monsters from beyond our world. Creatures so foreign to us that we don't even know their names. And that works. It's not horror. I'm not writing a horror piece, I'm writing an action piece, if anything. And it works as that. It falters in the parts where I have to make my character human. He's not. He's a beast. And I like that. And it works. For the most part. I mean, there are several parts of my writing that just don't. And that's mainly because I'm not good at writing. But, you know, I'm getting off track. We need to pull together as humanity. We need to go, those are other humans. Those are people, regardless of skin color, regardless of hair color, regardless of any fucking minute factor. Those are humans. We have two countries right now who are run by dictatorships and communism. Well, probably actually more by communism. And we need to get rid of that, because that's bad. Well, okay, see, communism is what's good for you is good for me. No, that's not how it works. You might like your PB&J sandwiches with, you know, a little bit of salt thrown in between the bread. I might like it completely differently. I might like my sandwiches made completely differently, and that's fine. Those are minute details, and that's fine. You can have those opinions. You can have, well, they're on alternate facts, but you can have different ideas. That's fine. We need more diversity, but we don't need to force it. That's the problem. Every time I see a movie and go, oh, that's going to have forced diversity in it, it's going to be shit. Because when you force diversity instead of writing it or make it natural, you make it worse. Any piece of fiction where you force diversity in, like you have a character be black just for the sake. I don't even mention a single skin color, or haven't at least so far, of a single character. You can think any character's any skin color. That's my entire premise behind this. My character's a hunter. Hunters are, you know, beasts. Sorry, I'm getting off track. I'm talking about my book again. I will make that just like own video. Back on track. Fucking shit. I really do need like another notebook like on my desk for like topics. But again, off track. We need to focus on healing this country, not breaking it. You don't rip apart the framing just to rebuild, or sorry, not to rebuild, to remove some, what the fuck's the term? I literally was talking about this like a week ago. Jesus fucking Christ, brain. To remove some ivy. You don't rip out the entire fucking structure just to kill some ivy. No, you burn the ivy. You kill it to its roots. That's what we need to do. We don't need to destroy the system. The system isn't inherently bad. What is bad are parts of it. So what you do, you remove those parts and fix it. It's not working as intended right now. And it really never has been, because the founding fathers didn't know what they're fucking building. Well, they had an idea, and they were great at that. They had this idea, and they just ran with it. All people are created equal. That's a great way to do it, but we're not going to rewrite the Constitution. No, that's stupid. We're going to leave it as is and build from it up. We need to remove several systems that don't work. It's like a clock. You don't throw out the entire clock when you have one bad gear. You replace the bad gear, right? Well, we've got several bad gears, and I'm not saying throw out the system. I'm saying let's keep that on the table, but only if it's 100% necessary. If we can fix it, we can fix it. That should be the thing. It shouldn't be, oh well, we can't fix it, so fuck it, let's destroy it. No, it should never be that. It should be, this system is so broken that it's impossible to fix. And if it is truly that way, then we will rewrite that Constitution. We will rewrite the Bill of Rights. Why? Because I don't want to give any one person more power than is necessary. I want absolute peace, but I want to do it while having people make their lives better. You can do it right now too. You can do it within the system. You get a job. You work that job. And yeah, sometimes you are living paycheck to paycheck and that's shitty. But you can still put something away. You can always save. Don't buy video games. I've got like a ton right now. But what you do is you play your video games so freaking much that you know them inside and out. And yeah, sometimes you want to experience something new, and I can understand that, but you just don't buy video games for like a long period of time until you either made yourself better at your craft or your skill, where you can make money from it, or you flip the script. You completely and totally work yourself to the bone, and you work as hard as you fucking can to make yourself better. And then you get a better job, and then that pays you better, right? You don't go to college. College is a fucking waste of money. Sorry for blowing on the mic there. I will not take that up in post because I'm not posting. This is literally going up like right after I record it. And I'm sorry for anybody sleeping who wants to watch my content. But you have to realize certain things are just flawed, and you have to fix those things. You can't just be like, destroy, 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 otherwise there'll be nothing left for your kids. And even if you don't plan on having kids, for the people who come after you, I'm not going to have kids, certainly. Or at least I don't plan on it. And if I have kids someday, hey, maybe they'll make me a happier man. But I don't plan on it. And hopefully somebody hears this and somebody goes, he's got good ideas, and we should follow his premises, or at least investigate them, and maybe sends out some letters to their governor, maybe sends out several letters, and maybe builds something, which I cannot. Instead of arguing and bickering, I just want to talk. See, that's the problem with our modern political discourse. It is all yelling at each other across the aisle and arguing about pointless shit. So we need to fix those things. After we fix those things, then we'll have a better system. See, I think it's too hostile. What political party are you in? I'm not going to talk to you because you're not in mine. Shut the fuck up. You should be wanting to talk to me. You should be wanting to learn from me, or at the very least, laugh at me. Come on. If you're just coming here to laugh at me, go ahead. That's fine with me. 100%. Because as long as you're listening to my ideas at least a little bit, maybe a seed I have planted here will grow. But if you're not willing to talk or have discourse, then fuck you, honestly. Discourse is the entire reason I talk to any other new people. Otherwise I wouldn't. I would completely hermit myself away. Talking to new people and arguing about topics that I may have no knowledge about. And hey, they enlighten me sometimes. My sister always enlightens me whenever we have an argument. Well, okay, I use argument the wrong way here, but you get my point. Whenever we have a discussion, a debate. And she enlightens me on things. I enlighten her on some things that she might not know. And we have an honest political discourse. And I honestly believe this. It's a little too much hoity-toity. I'm on this side of the political spectrum, so anything my opponent says has to be wrong. And if there's even an inkling of truth in their words, I will ignore it. Fuck you. Honestly. If you're ignoring what your opponent has to say in a debate, you're a fucking idiot, and you deserve to be forgotten by history, time, and everything. You deserve to be forgotten by your family. Not. See, this is one of my favorite arguments. Adolf Hitler at least did shit for Germany. Like, yeah, he did terrible things. I'm not erasing those. But he did shit for Germany. Now, if you look at Stalin, a communist dictator, what happened to Stalin? Can somebody enlighten me? What happened to Stalin? He died. I'm pretty sure he was betrayed by somebody. But he died. He killed people even after he was dead. He killed millions more than Hitler because we just let him go. He didn't start wars. He wasn't stupid enough to start a war with the US. Because the US at that point, we could nuke them out of fucking existence and they could hit us once or twice. And that wouldn't even fucking flinch us. We would have completely destroyed Russia at that time. And hell, if we were to go to war with them now, we'd be fucked. I agree with that statement. If we were to go to war with North Korea and have the UN on our backs, North Korea would fall in an hour. Even if China decided to pull their dick out of the UN, they could not fight us all. And they are so clumped together, one nuke would pretty much take them out. Radiation spreads. See, the US, here's the thing, in the US and some other places in Europe, we are so spread out as humans that it would be very hard to effectively kill everybody. But when you have a shit ton of people grouped up, like real tight, yeah, no, it's very easy. And hell, even if we didn't have to use nukes, which we wouldn't, by the way, we'd probably do a shadow coup. Which means we plant people over there who can, get in the right ears of the right people and overthrow government. And hell, even then, we still wouldn't even be throwing our top punches. America is like an ungodly beast, and we don't need to slay it. We don't need to take it down. We need to build upon it. We need to make it more ungodly. We need to make this fucking country so great, so fucking great, that our children won't have to deal with this shit. No tyrants, no fucking any of that shit. But working hard, yeah, I will damn my children to a pit of working hard as long as they fight. I'm never going to take the fight out of anybody. That's bullshit. It's stupid. Sorry. We need to build upon what we have, not remove. And that's the entire point of this video. And hell, you're not proud. Anybody makes it to this part of the video, thank you. And sorry for the black screen. I was gonna have it like screen record, but I forgot to set it up like a dumbass. Anyways, I'm gonna post this in like 2-3 minutes because I'm not done yet. I haven't run out of steam. We need to build upon what we have. We need to make better what we already have. Like the police, we need to make that better. A lawyer has to go to college for like, I have no clue how long, like a couple of years, I believe, like 4. But a cop goes to a boot camp for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Which one of these things sounds like the guys who should be, I don't know, carrying out the law? And which one sounds like the guys who should be killing people overseas? Which one? Just post it in the comment. I already know, but post it in the comment section down below, please. I want to get a little bit of interaction from my new fans and old fans and everyone. That's about it. Thank you all so much for listening in and participating in my experiments. That's about it. Thank you all for watching, and do all that other shit oh my god, this is gonna be my shortest video ever, yay. Do all that other shit YouTubers ask you to do. Bye.